When we arrived, there's somebody hanging on the corner up there with the feet on the gutters. Somebody else had jumped out of that burned out window, landed on the porch roof and tumbled down and was bleeding and hollering.
Wow. Well, I'm ready when you are.
Okay, so my name is Noah Jenkins, captain with Capital City Fire and Rescue. We had a fire in this building just over a year ago, and we had reports that there were people trapped and people jumping out of the windows. Charlie's side of the house was ripping with fire. A lot of chaos going on, a lot of people yelling. I had my crew pull 2.5 and extinguish the fire on the Charlie side of the house. Went up the stairs, the exterior stairs over there, put the fire out on the top floor, and as soon as the fire was knocked out, we went in and got a search going. Pretty quickly found the first victim. Years ago, a firefighter taught me a trick of keeping a short prusik cord between the two layers, between the liner and the shell of the jacket, and I was able to pull this out, wrap it around the feet of the victim, and we were able to use this as a handle out of the building, down the stairs. In that process, the two of the firefighters that were dragging the patient out ran out of air. They opted to just put themselves and their health at risk to expedite getting the patient out of harm's way and to treatment just as soon as possible. By that time, the other engine showed up about 10 minutes into the call. That crew went into the Alpha side, found the stairwell, went on up, and found the second victim inside the building. The engineer decided not to get a water supply right away. He threw a 24-foot ladder up to the porch roof, and then from there a roof ladder up to the corner to gain access to that victim that was on the roof. So the two firefighters who had the smoke inhalation were ordered to go check themselves into the hospital. Unfortunately, they weren't able to do that because they had to return to get the victim who had smoke inhalation, who had been rescued off the roof, and took her to the emergency room. Once they dropped her off, there was another call to come back because one of the firefighters was suffering from overexertion. Treat him and have him transported to the hospital. En route to the hospital with him, there was an unrelated call in a different part of town for a patient in respiratory distress. So that firefighter had to get off the cot, put his shirt back on, take the oxygen mask off, and they went and treated that citizen in respiratory distress. Quite a delay from when they suffered their injuries to when they were able to get themselves the care that they needed as injured firefighters. Some people might call this a success. The building is still standing. Charlie side exposure was undamaged. There were 3 victims rescued. Since then, we have been working with the city administrators to try to get more staffing. So far, we're in the process of staffing up 3rd ambulance, so we'll have 6 firefighters on ambulances. We're still just at the 2 firefighters, a captain and engineer, on the 2 engines that are in service.